6/8, take 2.
Action. Come on. Okay, Jess.
Well, you went off camera, which was fine.
That was a little
It actually, here, I'll show you why
That's
I
so
think
mean.
My previous undergraduate degree is in communication, and so not knowing anyone here when I first got here, I was looking for clubs and organizations to join, and the secretary at the comm department pointed me in the direction of Motion Picture Club. Last year was interesting. I mean, the membership fluctuated, and I'm just gonna be honest here, there was not much motivation or initiation of projects. The person who was president last year stepped down, and so somebody stepped up in place, and he ended up withdrawing from the university over the summer. And having had this interest in wanting to do something fun, I wanted to continue that. So the position of president kind of like just fell in my lap. It wasn't really intentional. I just wanted to get the club restarted. I did a lot of, setting the agenda, communicating with other members about projects, networking with other organizations on campus, just advertising, the club just to get people to join, and have fun. People who like to write, people who like to act, people who like to direct. So not just people in the film club, but people who just have an interest in coming together to put their ideas, bring their ideas to life. I know at the beginning it was kind of hard because we didn't know what type of monster this would become. We didn't know how many people would be joining. We didn't know what the roles and responsibilities would be for the rest of the e-board. And so for a while it was really strenuous trying to balance everything. And then end of winter, beginning of spring, we finally started putting together, hash out who should be doing what so that it's more balanced throughout the e-board. Well, let's just start with Backyard Thumb Wrestling, which is our first project this year, if I'm correct. And it was written by John Otney. And basically, that was an interesting script to organize because we didn't know how to organize, how to fit the roles of actors and technical responsibilities. But a whole bunch of us just banded together that weekend, and it worked out. The most stressful project was probably the 72-hour film slam because it did involve about, 85% of the club, and with so many people, it wasn't so much, the number of people involved. It was just trying to get everything organized and hashed out, in terms of, location, writing, editing. The timing, I think, was probably the most stressful part about that, was because we only had so much sunlight, and so all of our script was pretty much done for daylight. So I think timing was the biggest thing. When I came here, I came in as a transfer student, basically. And I look around the club this year, and a lot of the people who are in the club are transfers and first-year students. and it ended up being a place for people to be, included, people, like a warm atmosphere where they can not only, bring their ideas to life, but make, hopefully lifelong friendships. I think my ideal position, I would love to be a writer or director with more experience in education, but organization, so maybe production management. I'd love to work with the digital media, new media aspect of, computers, integrating the IT and the web development behind it, but bring entertainment, and there's a new wave of independent web series and TV shows being aired, exclusively online, and I don't know, I'd like to jump on that boat somehow. We all need friends, we all need people to hang out with, and it's, you never know, it could be a networking thing in the future, you could look back 10 years and say, hey, I knew somebody, and maybe help a friend out that way too.